Next up, Thenjiwe is looking at an app that promises to make real-life communities stronger and more cohesive. And the best news is that it's local.
You can credit social media for keeping us in the loop with the latest trends, as well as with friends and with family. But up until now, there hasn't been a platform with the sole purpose of strengthening our communities. Well, a new South African startup may be giving us that power. OurHood is the platform you can rely on to build stronger connections throughout South Africa and beyond. It's specifically designed to facilitate conversations between neighbors within your community. It's a relatively new player on the South African market, a free but private social network that's already gained traction outside of the country, and it's been chosen by Evernote to compete in the African Startup Challenge. But can tech really help us get in touch with our neighborhoods?
The idea for OurHood came about last year, and we started working with some great local tech developers. We launched in May of this year, and the plan was to start very slowly, have a few neighborhoods in and around Cape Town to get those going before really unleashing it on the rest of the country. But it went viral very quickly, particularly in areas like in Joburg and Port Elizabeth, which we hadn't really designated initially as a key area. And we find a lot of neighborhood watch groups and local ratepayers associations that don't have a great way of communicating. So we're providing a free alternative for them to communicate with all of their neighbors, as well as giving them a digital device and an app. So we find those sort of groups see the value in it. They see that it's a one-stop communication tool for all of their needs, and it's saving them, and it's giving us a great marketing platform.
Using notice boards, you're connected to members of your community, where private messaging helps to encourage conversations from things such as finding a lost dog, borrowing a ladder, special deals, or reporting important instances or concerns in your neighborhood, like crime.
Well, what we've found is that there's generally an erosion of the community culture in South Africa. We saw technology as being a way to bridge that and to bring neighbors closer together. So our aim is to build stronger neighbors and communities through using digital. It's a private group per neighborhood, so we have very clearly defined boundaries for a neighborhood, and only residents of that neighborhood can then participate in the discussions that take place within that OurHood group.
Groups in OurHood are limited to residents within a certain neighborhood, so as to keep access into communities secure and private. While signing up, each user has to verify their physical address, and you won't be able to log in without a verified password sent to your home. So, there's no need to worry about the safety of private information unless you're the one dishing out your private deets.
The response from users has been great, and like all of these things, never quite as you expected or could have planned for. Our expectation is to be in about 500 neighborhoods by early 2015. We've already launched neighborhoods in Namibia, in Botswana, and in Kenya. So absolutely our aim is to expand well beyond the borders of South Africa. There's a huge need for it. So it's very exciting.
OurHood is set up in Cape Town and Johannesburg and is swiftly branching out to neighborhoods all across South Africa and beyond. Now there's a single dynamic platform where you can share interests with your neighbors, and it doesn't get more South African than being neighborly.